What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri zone. Welcome back to, well, me. Just finally back. Normal settings. Been off for a week, but we're back. And we have a Pogba story or an absolutely rubbish story. There's no middle ground with the story. It's one of the two, you know. But before we do that, as always, smash the like button. Let's get to at least 100 likes early on, you know. Should be easy, so hit the like button now. Subscribe to the channel. And let's talk about the potential Pogba return. I don't know, 3.0 right now, I think it is. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so Pogba or no chance. The story is very simple. Actually, the story is funny because he had a secret traveling to Switzerland to meet the court basically and make his case, plead his case as of why he's not guilty. And it's not that, you know, secret because it got leaked apparently that he was out there. There's slight confidence that, you know, he will win that case with winning. I mean, you know, slight less reduction of the actually insane ban he got, but that's not really the point, you know. Or actually, that is the point. But the point is that the main point of the story, the main, you know, standout thing of the story is that, hey, if he wins that case, he can be back into the Juve team and he can play. I will tell you, there's no chance he will be back for very simple reasons. One, financially, it makes no sense for the club to say, you know what? Yeah, come back. I know if he wins that case, that Juve will need to pay his wages. You know, they will. Right now, they're paying him a minimum wage because he is suspended, and obviously the club cannot pay the full wages, and that's how things go. But if he wins that case and he is reinstated, basically, he's on the contract. You know, and you need to pay him. You know, that's that. However, I think the club will find a solution with Pogba to just cut ties, and I think he will move on. You know, that's the only way we should be going. I like Pogba, but man, we need to absolutely move on. You know. We cannot do the, oh, he will improve our midfield. He was injured for 2 seasons or so. Like, he was injured. He was out. He couldn't play. And that had nothing to do with the ban. We need to move on. We invested heavily in that midfield. It's done. You know, move on. You cannot now go and be like, you know what? Let's use Pogba. Douglas Luiz, Thuram, Coat Miners. Hey, we spent over 120 million basically for you guys. Or 120 about, you know. We got Pogba back out of the blue, so we're gonna use Pogba now. Like, you just can't, you know, on top of what I've said earlier on about he won't be fit. He just won't be fit, you know, and that's a sad story about Pogba. That's his biggest issue right now. He's just never fit. He can't stay fit. So you have that massive issue, like, regardless of the weird situation he's in right now, or the not normal situation he's in right now. He's just never fit, you know. So we need to move on as a fan base. You need to move on as a club, and I think Giuntoli will. Even if he wins that case, you need to move on. You know, it's a new coach. You cannot tell Motta right now, use Pogba as well. You know, just figure it out. No, we need to move on. It's done. You know, it was a fun dream apparently when he came back. You know. Never fit, didn't play. When he plays, the few times he played, like literally, how many games did he play ever since he came back? 5, maybe? And when games, I'm not talking full 90 minutes as well, you know, just games. Like, it's been a complete flop from start to finish. And it's not a knock on Pogba, you know. If he took that thing, it's on him. It's as simple as that. You know, no excuses, that's on you. The injuries, that's on him, but like, he cannot do anything about that. That's his body. That's just what it is. You know, that doesn't take away anything of the fantastic player he was. You know, unbelievable. You know, at the club, one of the best I've seen at the club. You know, without any doubt. Like, just ridiculously talented. It's unbelievable. But the injuries the injuries ruined his career. Besides the move to Man U, the injuries didn't help as well, because if he wasn't that injury prone, he would have moved out from Man U earlier on as well. But the injuries concern were there, and that's why his teams stay clear from him as well. You know, it's all a dream. You know, we cannot go back to, but he will stay fit. No, because we had him, and he couldn't stay fit. He was out for the season, and it was painful because you knew, man, we have Pogba. but he cannot play. He's not fit, you know. And you and we, all of us, were on the channel. And we're like, man, if only we had Pogba, you know, if only we had Pogba. Last season, when we were pushing strong for Inter, that will be the player, if he was fit, that maybe not would have won us the Scudetto, but definitely would have put us further ahead than where we were, you know. Definitely. That's what quality does. That's why you buy quality. However, we did that right now in a different direction. We said, okay, Colt Miners, Douglas Luiz, Thuram, you guys are going to build that midfield. Locatelli, we need to revive you as well, obviously. But you guys are going to be the backbone of that midfield from now until I don't know how many years to come. That's the decision you made. You need to stick with it no matter what the outcome is. And I think they will find a solution. You know, I think that's the only way. You know, forget about sentiment. Forget about the past. The past is done. We need to move on from a club, as a club. Just clean slate. Like I said many times, you know, I'm not a fan of bringing old things back. People who watch the channel know that I'm not. Even when Pogba came back, I was like, I like Pogba a lot, but we need to move on. It's done. You know, it's done. It's done. Don't bring old things back because you moved on from a reason. Even if the reason wasn't, oh, he was rubbish, which he definitely wasn't, but you moved on. Pass, you know, pass on, build a new thing, and that's what we're trying to do. You got a new young coach in who's just getting started. You bring in young players as well. Young with me in terms of 24, 25, that's still very young. And you're trying to do something completely new direction. That's what we should be doing. You know, that's the only way, in my opinion, that we'll actually get back to the top again, you know. And you can add quality aging players if you want to call that, but man, he needs to be fit. He needs to be playing football for the last, like, he hasn't played football for 2 years and a half. Even at Man U, like, it's ridiculous. Like, even the thought process about the thinking about it, it's ridiculous. Like, it's just absolutely done. And we will always have the good old days from Pogba, and nobody's going to take that away from us, obviously, because those were fantastic. But it's done. Now we need to look forward to getting Douglas Luiz up and running, Colt Miners, Thuram, you know, get that new midfield up and running. That should be the only goal for Thiago Motta and the club right now. That's the only thought process. That's what we should be doing, and then we will see what the future will bring us. But right now, forget about it. You know, just forget about it. You know, don't even think about it, because again, we try to move on, and now we need to push. You cannot go back. You need to move on. But yeah, let me know. Some of you guys might be completely thinking the complete opposite of what I'm saying, which is fine, you know. But let me know why you would believe he can be an asset and wouldn't disrupt what we're trying to do right now. Keeping in mind, he hasn't played football for 2 years and a half, you know, even at the Man U, maybe 3 years, because he was injured at Man U as well, you know, let's say 2. But let me know in the comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you guys very soon for a live show, probably tonight, you know, so stay tuned. Ciao.